Well, our first point of interest was Gagarin Gate. We are here. It is a station. I've sold my information that I had to sell, and we're getting ready to take off for the next point of interest. We've got, let's see, this one is the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 points of interest before we get to our destination, which is Polo Harbor. And the next one is the Amethan Nebula and some polonium fields. Cool. Polonium is one of the things you use for jump-onium, so we might have to check into that. I do have, well, let's just take a look. Let's see here. Synthesis. FSD injections. That's your polonium. So if you run out of fuel, that gives you a way to jump. Now I do have, if you look clear to the right, there are 3 boxes checked. Those are the different levels of things that I can synthesize. So let's see. I have basic 46 injections that I can do. Standard, I've got 46. Is that the same? Yeah. So I've got 46 basic, 46 standard, and 6 premium that I can use. So, and those are the ingredients that it takes to make those: carbon, germanium, arsenic, niobium, yttrium, and polonium. There you go. Alrighty, let's enter our next destination here, which is Floalt. Floalt? I don't know how to pronounce that. GO-GD11-9. Now, the good thing about the destinations, if you misspell them, it's not going to work. So since it worked, I guess I typed it in correctly. So let's jump on that. It's 1,977 light years. That's not that far. Close the map.
Closing now.
31 jumps. Not bad. Okay. We're on our way. Dust off.
Affirmative. Stand by. Checking all systems. Repairs, fuel, weapons, check. Pre-launch diagnostic checks. Power diverted shields. All systems prepared. Standing by for launch.
Affirmative. Third items have the contract. Landing modules retracted.
Powered engines.
Max engines.
Let's see if I can just jump out of here. Gauge safety jump.
Engaging drive.
Drive charging.
Speed restrictions lifted. Take care out there, Commander.
4,
Leading system.
2, 1.
Alrighty, well, we're off. I'll see you when I get to the next destination.
Hyperspace. Checking systems now.
One more jump and we're going to be to our next destination, which is the Amethan Nebula. So let's pop in and take a look.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hyperspace velocity reached. Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
Grab a little fuel while we're here.
Completing system scan. Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, so we got a little bit of fuel. Let me get away from this star for a second here. And I want to scan this system. See what we have going here. Stop engines.
All stop.
Alright, let's see what we got to scan here. Oh, a water world. Whoa, cool. That's something to scan. Pretty sure I'm not going to be the first one that found it. But it's worth scanning anyway. And there's another one. Alright, let's keep looking. We're only 31% into it. Deeper and deeper. An icy body. Another icy body. It's wintertime. It's cold out there. Big old gas giant. High metal content. Another gas giant. Whoop, missed one. %. Alright, onward. Uh-oh, there's one behind the star. Darn it. I'm gonna have to move the ship before I can get to that one. Oh, wow. There's a bunch of stuff here. High metal content world. Another one. They kind of cling together, don't they? Alright, now this one's different. What is it? Another gas giant? Oh, gas giant with a ring. Sweet. Alright, I need to get from around this star. Let me just mosey on down the road here a second. Stop engines.
Cutting engines.
Alright, now, did I get away from the star? Enough. Enough. There it is. That's what I was missing.
System scan complete.
There we go. 100%. Alright, let's take a look at the system. Now, for money's sake, I want these two water worlds. It's a terrestrial water world with an active water-based chemistry and carbon water-based life. There's that one, and then there's another one right here. This one is a candidate for, it's not only just a water world, it's a candidate for terraforming. Sweet. Anything else? And of course they've already been scanned by somebody, so it's not like I'm going to get first scan or anything on them, but that's okay. You still make money for scanning them. They just won't have my name on them. Right, so I want to scan those for sure. Yeah, we're pretty close. As soon as we scan these two stars, we'll see if we can find that nebula. Now, all these orbital lines you see up there, like the circles within circles within circles, and the lines, the yellow lines that go off into space. Normally, when I'm back in the bubble, I don't have those on. But because I'm out here, way out here, I like to have them on so I can see what's going on in the space that I'm in. Plus, it gives you a ring. A threshold ring around see that yellow one that goes around the star. If I get within that yellow line, I'm too close and I'll impact, so, and take damage, and that's why I leave them on mainly. Alright, it's a little bit bigger planet than I thought. I'm just gonna shoot off a few probes here. Alright, let's take a look, see how it looks on the back side. They gave me 6 probes. If I can get it within 6 probes, I get a bonus. If I have to use more than 6, I still get the scan. There, I got it in 5. So I got a bonus, as you see, an efficiency bonus. Cool. Now let's find the other one. Let's go to the, and it's the bigger of the two. So let's pop over to that one. It's pretty close. So this is about 1,700 light years away from our initial destination, which is Polo Harbor. It says that fungal bark mounds have been found to exist on bodies around stars in this nebula. I might have to do a little planetary exploration here, or in this system anyway. Or this series of systems. I've got quite a few materials for synthesis, so I'm not in a great need for anything in particular. But it's always kind of fun to explore the planet side and gather a few things like polonium. Alright, they're giving me 8 probes on this because it's a bigger planet. So I think what I'm going to do is put 2 on the surface here. Let's put 1 up here and 1 down there, and then let's go to the back side. A little bit further back, it's a bigger planet. There's my initial ones right there. And then let's look at the back side. See how we're doing. Got half of it so far. 60%.
60%.
Oh, come on. You weren't supposed to be listening. Alright, I accidentally hit the trigger. I'm not going to get my bonus. Oh, man. That was my 8th one. That one I shot in the middle was an accident. I was moving this around and accidentally hit the trigger. So I didn't get my bonus on this one. Let's see if this will give it to me right here. Bummer. But that's okay. I mean, it's not much of a bonus. A couple $1,000. Who knows? There it goes.
Surface scan complete.
Alright, so we got that scanned. So here's our nebula. This nebula is situated approximately 1,700 light years away from Polo Harbor. That's our initial destination for our 5th waypoint. And it says that it's got a sizable number of large stars in a blue-white range. Fungal bark mounds have been found to exist on bodies around stars in the nebula, giving reasons for commanders to explore the nebula further. The bark mounds you can actually mine for materials for synthesizing. I might have to land on a couple of these just to take a look and see what's around. It's named after the deity Amathon, and I'm not pronouncing that, I'm pretty sure. Amathon, the Welsh god of agriculture, and the region could be a potential location for further human deep space expansion. The nebula displays various hues of blue and orange and looks quite stunning for travelers arriving from the direction of Sol or the Colonia Highway. So it's very beautiful. Lots of colors. Sweet. From here, our next destination will be to the Death Spiral. So let's lock that in. Okay, the Death Spiral coordinates are BLAAFHOE NC-D D12 230 D12 230. Oh, I've been there before. There's a marker there. All right, let's odd. Well, let's see if I can find my marker, because I've been there before. I've got it marked. Death Spiral, right there. I have been there. So it's 831 light years, which for me equates to only 13 jumps. Right, I'm going to come down and see if I can find some polonium. I'm still in that nebula.
Landing gear deployed.
The gravity's very low here. It's only 0.03 G's. Deploy the buggy.
Deploying.
Low gravity warning.
The happiness of a fool is also foolish.
Alright, let's see if I can get any kind of a... Well, there's something over that way. Let's go take a look. That's one good thing about a low gravity planet. You can fly with your SRB pretty well. Whoa, I hit the rock. Hit another one. Alright, we got something coming up here. There we go, right there. It's a meso. Whoa. Alright. Let's see what that consists of. All right. Sulfur. What else we got? Molybdenum, whatever that is. Now, that's a problem with the low gravity. Look how long it's taking that stuff to come down to the ground. Just incredible. Alright, we got some sulfur. We got some polonium already. Wow. Good job. Cool. Well, geez, the first thing we found had polonium on it. Alright, let's just take another quick look. I don't really need a lot of that, but I just wanted to see how hard it was. They said it was easy. Evidently it is. Powered engines.
Powering engines.
Alright, we got something over yonder. Come down gently. Alright, we got two things over here. Two things. One on the left, one on the right. There's one on the left over there. It's a meso. The other one is a little bit further away still. Let's get the meso first. Manganese. Manganese is good. A lot of manganese. Look, we could catch it like a dog. Let's see if we can get underneath of it. Caught it in midair. Alright, let's get the other one. That was manganese. A little more manganese. And a little more manganese. Manganese is good. Alright, let's go see what that other thing was. It's over here. Slow her down, slow her down. Alright, it's a chondrite. Bronzite chondrite. Carbon. Manganese. What's the other one? Phosphorus. Okay, that's all stuff, all good stuff. I'm full of carbon. I can't take any more carbon. Whoa, slow down. Drive assist off.
Disengaging now.
That should help. Okay, I can't get carbon because I'm full. Let's get the manganese. And was that... Nope, there was something else over there. More manganese. What was over there? There was something else we're missing here. Some more carbon, so there should be 2 carbons maybe? Yeah, 2 carbons. I can't use carbon. Anyway, yeah, I didn't plan on doing a lot of mining today, so I just wanted to see what was here. So I did get a little polonium. I'm gonna go back to the ship and head back off planet. My ship must have taken off. Okay, when you get too far away from your ship, it takes off. So let me call it back in. Recall the ship.
Affirmative. Stand by.
There's something ahead of us.
Logging on to your signal. Initializing landing protocols.
There it is. There we are.
Down.
All right, look like it's down. It always amazes me when I'm out of the ship. You don't realize how big the ship is until you get out of it. Even if you go off camera when you're in space, the ship doesn't give you a scale until you're out of the ship. You can see how big it actually is. All right, let's put the thing away here. Park the buggy.
Transitioning to vessel. Recovered SRV. Securing the ship.
All right, we are back. Dust off. Dust off.
Ascending to 30 meters. Retracting modules. Handing you the com.
Landing
Full impulse.
gear retracted.
Full impulse engaged.
Powered engines.
Powering engines.
Boost engines. And we're off this planet. This was a pretty good looking planet. That blue is always pretty. Look at my ship. It's really getting beat
I
up.
have
Look at the paint
something on
jobs.
my mind.
Yes, go ahead.
Next time we dock, perhaps we should look at options for upgrading systems and modules, and see if there are any improvements that can be made to some of the ship's defenses. It's imperative that we have the best possible resources for the many circumstantial encounters we might face. Up to you, of course.
Yeah, well, we're an explorer. We don't care. But look at my paint jobs really getting tore up. All right, let's see if we can... Do we still have our course? Yeah, we do. Target next system. Are we far enough off the planet yet? No, we're not. Keep going. All right, I'll see you at the next destination.
Frameshift drive charging. Four,
Leaving system.
2, 1.
Maximum velocity engaged. Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Okay, so this is interesting. We just zoomed by something, but let me read this to you here before I do some scanning. This system contains a Class 5 gas giant that orbits its white dwarf primary in only 15 minutes. It passes through the jet of the white dwarf. Its orbital distance from the white dwarf is 0.4 light seconds. So I couldn't fly between the two in Super Cruise. I'd have to drop out of Super Cruise because it would just zip by. As you see, the planet is moving. Now, there was something behind me. Let me turn my camera around here. Alright, so it's a star. So we zipped right by that star and came into this white dwarf. I don't want to get anywhere near that white dwarf. But that gas giant is orbiting that white dwarf. Did I say dwarf? That white dwarf. Dwarf. Pretty cool. Sweet. So that's why they call it the death spiral. Let's see what else it says. You can't actually drive there in Super Cruise. There's also a nearby M-type companion star, which is the one we just looked at behind me. As an aside, there's an unusual high number of carbon star systems around this location also. The planet is so close to the white dwarf that A, it's within the white dwarf's Roche limit and should have been torn apart to form a ring system, and B, orbits faster than the white dwarf's rotation period, which itself is only 16 minutes, and therefore is spiraling into the white dwarf anyway due to the tidal forces. The system's also 7.8 billion years old. How the gas giant continues to survive, how it got into its current orbit around the white dwarf, and how the white dwarf and its planet both get so close to the M star behind me there after the end of the white dwarf's former red giant phase are all deep mysteries. It's all beyond me. Pretty interesting though. Okay, I'm going to head on. What's our next destination? It is Mitchell's Legacy. So let me head out that way, and I'll see you when I get there. Alright, so this is our next point of interest. It's called Mitchell's Legacy, and I'm heading in right now.
Drive charging.
Maximum velocity engaged. Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
Wow, that's bright.
Scanning.
Holy smokes.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, let me
Fuel scooping complete.
top off the tank here and let's see what's the deal with this. Wow, okay. There's the black holes. Wow, interesting. Oh my god. That is bright. So, what the deal is with this is, see if I can find one here. There are, this system contains 6 black holes, one of the highest concentrations of system-specific black holes currently discovered. It's named in honor of John Mitchell, who first postulated the existence of black holes back in the 18th century. Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging Super
Drive
Cruise.
charging.
Okay, we're at our next destination. One jump. Let's get in there.
Frameshift drive
This is
charging.
called Clockwork Rings. One more after this, and then we're going to head to Polo Harbor, which is our destination for Waypoint 5.
4,
Adjusting for jump.
2, 1.
Maximum velocity engaged. All systems check out. No unusual activity.
Scanning.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
This is what the system looks like. There's two of these ring planets that orbit each other. So what I'm going to do is there is a photo that I'm going to put up to show you what it looks like. I don't want to take time to land on the planets. So, and you'd have to get in the very, very exact spot to get a picture of the two rings, and I don't want to sit on a planet until that happens, for them to orbit in such a way that you could actually get the picture. So since that's already been done, I'm going to put a picture up and you'll see what it looks like. And we've got one more nebula to look at, and we're done with this little tour. Let me set a course for that. Alright, course set. And we are 18 jumps. I'll see you when I get there. This is the Crayfish Nebula. This is our last point. This is our last point of interest before we get to Waypoint 5. It's called the Crayfish Nebula. It's a small nebula that glows red. And this nebula sits over 1,100 light years above the galactic plane and over 16,000 light years from Sol. It's kind of interesting. It kind of looks like a colored piece of crumpled up aluminum foil or something, but very interesting looking. So I'm going to take off now to Polo Harbor, which is our final destination, and there is a station there, and we'll kind of hang out there until they give us our next destination next Sunday, and we'll continue our trip then.